The government is planning to make it tougher for mentally ill offenders to be released from custody. High-profile cases in recent years, such as the gruesome murder on a Greyhound bus in Manitoba, has put the pressure on the government to change the criminal code. The government says it's putting public safety first. As Crystal Gamansing reports, many families of the victims believe this has been a long time coming.
Alan Schoenborn, Pasquale Morin, Guy Turcotte, Vince Lee. They've all taken a life. All were found not criminally responsible because of mental illness.
I don't think freedom should ever be an option. I think mental illness should not absolve you of your responsibilities and your behaviors.
Carol Dedelli doesn't doubt Vince Lee suffered a psychotic episode when he beheaded and cannibalized her son on a Greyhound bus. But she never wants him released from his treatment center. Since her son's murder in 2008, Dedelli has been fighting to have the NCR designation eliminated.
Certainly nobody was wanting to do anything about it because as far as Ottawa knew or didn't know, there was no problem, no issue. Nobody was saying that this wasn't right.
The federal government says it has been listening to Canadians. It's proposing new legislation in 2013 that would be tougher on NCR offenders, including lengthening the time between reviews. Victims say the current annual review is traumatic.
Our reforms will change the system to protect families and victims from ever coming into contact with high-risk or dangerous offenders.
Our position is that there is no need for any change in the legislation or policies.
Not surprisingly, mental health advocates say they'll mount a challenge.
What has been expressed today is based more on fear than fact.
Advocates say less than 1% of offenders are given an NCR designation, and the re-offense rate is lower than the general population. For those like Dedelli, stats don't matter. They're missing a loved one and say the first offense is enough to warrant new, tougher rules for public safety. Crystal Gamansing, Global News, Eli, Manitoba.